simpletons within it claim that all things happen.
Please hurry. I fear for the safety of my seer and everyone else. If only Wiley was here to advise me on what to do next.
Try not to deviate from the norm.
that all things happen for a reason.
Those who do not follow the plan will be terminated from it.
Advancing for impact.
I know this ain't gonna get to the abbot, but I have complaints that need registering anyhow. This monastery's too big for the staff we've got, and it sure seems like the scienticians and theorists here ain't fixated on keeping neat. I might just be a novice, but at 73 years of age, I have enough self-respect that I shouldn't be picking up another body's elevation.
It's the unknown variable!
To remember that there's more importance out there.
Both eyes open.
Keep to Riley's plan. Eliminate the target.
Based on the available map of the monastery, this would be the abbot's private room.
The good abbot's intent on distracting himself.
If not millennia. Still today is merely correctional ink stamped onto a test. Institute. The stalwart agent arrives. I need more time to finish my work, so I've prepared a choice for you. The hostages in the card press before you will die unless you intervene. If you go through the door on the right, you'll find the means to save them by solving a simple puzzle. Leave through the other door, however, and they will die, screaming in abject terror. But how could you call yourself an Earth Directorate agent if you allowed that to transpire?
As if we'd fall for their stalling tactics just to watch these poor fools die slowly and horribly, mangled like punch cards. What were we talking about again?
Current priority, stopping Agent DeVries. Secondary priority, preventing the Seer from assisting Agent DeVries.
I prefer to kill my enemies first, innocent hostages later.
Acknowledged. Updating priorities.
Definitely not. We should be the only ones killing hostages around here.
Raise high probability. Wiley trapped in here. We let some others go.
Arrows indicate this save is of some consequence. Completing the puzzle mentioned by the Seer Wiley may open it.
This must be the so-called puzzle they expect us to waste our time on. Looks like it was constructed by a child.
The second.
Receiving.
Battle charge in weapon prime.
Followed by detonation! Taking cover! Grenade outbound!
Intentional.
Initiating positive reinforcement. Congratulations on successfully activating the puzzle, Commander. This puzzle was designed to intentionally squander the following resource: time.
See? Didn't I tell you our friend would be back? Hurry! Disable the contract machine!
Congratulations, Commander. These hostages are no longer under threat of imminent pulverization. This room appears to be a repository for knowledge. It is likely we will find the material requested by Anchoresses Brun and Chow here.
Terrified.
Enemy spotted.
life or avenge my death.
Health benefits available at your request.
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
Sharp enough. Hostiles nearby.
Moving up to intruder.
I'm in my prime. Indivisible. A potential progressing.
Oh, look! A room dedicated to the insignificance of human existence inside a temple dedicated to mathematically proving its pointlessness.
So Clemens and Svoboda's killer arrives. So much of our plan ruined because of your meddling. Victor's explosives would have minimized casualties on both sides. You may have bested my peers, but they were never my equal anyway. And neither are you. You took so long, I was beginning to think my little puzzle actually stumped you. You seem confused. Allow me to delineate on the totality of your failure. Saving the hostages delayed you just long enough for me to complete my work. I was able to transmit not only the coordinates for the peace talks, but also the station's security protocols, giving Augustine control over its automechanicals. She has everything. I trust you're not implying something untoward between us. The Order has been dislocated from its ideals, becoming the opposite of all they espouse. DeVries and I are merely providing a necessary realignment. What in the Architect's computational summary are you on about? This proves nothing, except your willingness to trespass into other people's correspondence, and Joseph's inability to express himself clearly in the written form. That's the difference between you and me. I am an intellectual. You are just a brute with a gun. I can't conceive of a reason why my survival should matter to you.
It truly doesn't. The commander just gets a little unsettled watching me fillet human beings and is hoping to avoid witnessing such again.
Your companion seems less amenable to a peaceful resolution. However, as a matter of professional curiosity, let's entertain the hypothetical. I stand down. Then what? And here I was almost persuaded you had an actual plan. No more talking, Agent. It's time I deliver my last prediction to you, personally.
Look sharp! With this rejuvenation device, you'll never Launching
I'm
mechanism.
alive. Who needs to die? Recharge the mayhem!
I have grown worried. I have not received word from Archivist Clemens in some time, and I imagine you would have relayed any pertinent information by now. I fear this bodes ill. Without him, our only option is a direct assault. A risky proposition, to be sure. The last thing any of us want is for our plan to spiral out of control. And so it falls on you to seize back that control. Use the methods we discussed to take command of the monastery. When it is done, I will send further instruction. You have my trust. See that it is not misplaced. I'm much obliged for your tireless work. With this knowledge of Greater Tranquility Substation and its security codes, our plans for the peace talks can finally be spurred into motion. However, without Archivist Clemens and his explosives at our disposal, we've no choice but to proceed with our contingency plan. A direct assault. Though the codes will allow me control of the automechs on the station, we'd best accept now that more lives may be lost than previously assumed. Yet we must act unflinchingly. To fail now would mean the end of everything.
Return to the incognito when you are ready to depart.
Agent, over here. It seems the situation here has been resolved, but I don't see Seer Wiley. Were you able to secure his safety? I won't trouble you to provide more details then. But please allow me to thank you for your assistance in reclaiming the monastery from these conspirators. Without your intervention, I fear this could have been a far greater tragedy. Now, at least, we stand some hope of mitigating the divisiveness in Golden Ridge. You are welcome to collect the experimental weapon inside the observatory, the Oracle. It was Landon's design. Only seems fitting you take it. This key will unlock the case. May all your future endeavors proceed in accordance to the plan.
I don't know what you're complaining of. We emerged totally unscathed.
I estimate I'm 43.11% safe.
The meaning of life is numerical, and we are the keepers of the equation.
I'm going to lend a hand at the exclusion zone. Against the injury.
By unfulfilling work with no advancement, tired from fighting to keep you and take our short 38-minute questionnaire to determine exactly what career you are meant for.
Personal items with you at all times.
Enemy standing by with life support.
Where'd she be? Loading up!
Commander, we should put our heads...
The information collected on the peace talks has been verified, Commander. As time is a factor, this unit suggests heading to Greater Tranquility Station as soon as you are able.
We can't let DeVries catch us on the back foot again. We need a plan. Bullet could solve a lot of problems. Provided we can reach DeVries before she enacts her plan to kill the delegates.
Should Agent DeVries succeed, current trajectories suggest a massive spike in civilian deaths throughout Arcadia. Records indicate Greater Tranquility is a derelict station. Consequently, the ideal route to reach the main chamber for the peace talks will be through its underbelly. Be advised, in the absence of Victor, status deceased, and his explosives, Agent DeVries and her team will be committed to a frontal assault. Due to delays incurred while saving the Order hostages, DeVries also has the codes to control the station's security automechanicals, and will assuredly deploy them against you, Commander. Additionally, per the Earth Directorate Manual, when lacking equivalent combat forces, determination and vast amounts of ammunition may make up the difference.
You know where I stand. This war's taken too many good folk from us. I'll be damned if I let DeVries add to that number.
I'm coming with you. Who better to make DeVries pay for Horizon Point than a pair of our own Phantoms? Good. Would have been a shame if DeVries was the reason for us falling out, too.
Confirming coordinates for Greater Tranquility Station. Confirmed. Use the astrogator when you are ready to navigate to the station, Commander.
Good evening. Half of an Auntie's family, I want to thank our hosts for securing this wonderfully austere venue to begin our negotiations for peace. That said, it is deeply regrettable that matters on Golden Ridge have not been resolved. But I will now graciously allow the Vicar Laureate and his fellowship on the floor.
Madam Vice President, I and my fellow counselors share those grievances, but we are here in good faith. Peace between us will allow us to contend with the rifts, the true threat.
Be still, Cadre. But don't let this interloper out of your sight. It's you, is it not? The one Agent DeVries warned me to expect? Well, see here. If you intend to stop me, you're far too late. Preposterous. Our mission to stop the talks is a righteous one. Why would I ever jeopardize it for the likes of you?
Switching to interrogation protocol. Preparing knife. Knife prepared. Determining ideal location for first incision.
You'll do no such thing. My willpower is stout, my loyalty unshakable. And even if by some low chance you could extract my knowledge, you'll never truly understand. If our deaths buy Agent DeVries and our comrades the time they need, so be it. You're mistaken if you think we'd make it easy for you. We're trained, I'd have you know, with guns and the art of fisticuffs. But it doesn't matter what you do. The rest of our team is pushing forward. Agent DeVries is right. The only way to save us from destruction is to save the Order from itself. True, if we want to preserve the Order, we shouldn't kill our own. But I fear that eventually the rot of beguilement will eat us from within. Indeed, you may be right. A single weed is easier to stamp out than a meadow full of them. Fine then. I surrender. See this screen? Agent DeVries' orders for each of her strike teams are here for the taking. One team is in the next chamber, in fact. They're using the Seer's codes to gain control of the automechs and secure the station. All while Agent DeVries makes for the forum chamber to eliminate the delegates. You'll also need this. Her guards have commandeered some frightful reinforcements, and you'd do well to find the control hub to disable them before you're spotted. That's my end of the agreement upheld. If you truly intend to stop her, best be on your way now. May the numbers guide you.
I expected more of a fight, to be honest. See this station as a beacon of hope and order. Dead end. Need to find another way through. Wouldn't do to get trapped here.
that to mean it will be without exertion? Perhaps even more ignorant of Arcadia than I calculated. The Sovereign would guide him is as ineffective as you suggested. But his advisor, the Consul, is not. These executions, these impulsive attacks, are solely his influence. I could perhaps say the same for you and your reputation for putting profits over people. But instead, I say, back to the real matter.
Be advised, station security forces are under hostile control.
Unfriendly in combat range.
After some quick mental calculations, I do see merit in your last declaration. It was astonishingly logical, in fact.
How charming that I've surprised an esteemed In turn, I wish to thank you for toning down your bloviating. I feared we'd still be here next fiscal quarter.
Yes, you must be quite busy between product launches and counting bits. But I will be here as long as it takes to ensure advantage of by duplicitous actors. discuss your efforts on Paradise Island. We may have no physical presence there, but we are ever watchful. Suggest that matters have been delicate.
But things have taken somewhat of a turn. After the Protectorate destroyed their own relay out of madness, we have seen little resistance to our presence.
Well, we welcome the news of your advances. However, it is worrisome that it took the assistance of a freelancer for you to finally secure your hold. Worrisome indeed. Has enough goodwill with the other to proceed directly to an alliance. A swift end to the war is highly improbable.
You had to run a quaint predictive model to come to that conclusion? Did your numbers give any insight into why?
Intelligence and resources may be present in this area, but extensive exploration is not advised while delegates remain under threat.
We've got the override codes to the auto mechanicals, Commander. Might be a good time to
lose then.
You'll go no further, Infidel. This next shot won't miss. Have you given up? What are you doing down there? Have you given up? This is what...
Look sharp. It's a fight.
For your logical fallacies. I can hear you scampering around.
Almost through here. Nothing left but to take the lift to DeVries.
We came here in good faith to offer a merger and an alliance, and yet our parties will still be at each other's throats by the end of this. Is this really what you want?
It'd be foolish to even consider an alliance when you so clearly wish to bend Arcadia to Auntie's will. Should the fighting intensify, and it shall, it will be due to your pride. Presiding Bishop Ruth Bashar already possesses the foresight necessary to lead a colony and better its people. Until you acknowledge this, I fear we will never reach an accord.
Foresight does not win wars. A military might does. Our very own Officer Carr has proven that, exploiting weaknesses in the Protectorate to great effect.
Where's their security detail? It's like they're asking to be killed. Amateurs.
I don't wish to denigrate your military's knowledge here, but Arcadian matters are best suited for Arcadians. We actively collect data to understand how to serve our people, after all. Look no further than the abbot, who welcomed refugees to Matriarch's mercy.
Yet he struggled to feed and house them properly. The poor man was clearly overwhelmed if he couldn't see his right hand was actively undermining him, even with his data.
Meanwhile, Auntie's choice has done little to...
You have a nasty habit of arriving at the wrong time, Commander. History repeats itself, doesn't it? You show up attempting to disrupt my plans, only for me to submit you to an untimely end, though I'd no wish to. I only did what was necessary back on Horizon Point, and I am fully prepared to do so again. These delegates you came to save, I'm killing them both, and any hope for peace will die along with them. This is the only way if we hope to close the rifts before it's too late. Spare me that sanctimonious drivel. You'll never be Commander Zane, don't even try. Such ambition. But that requires anyone to know that you were here. Or to remember you at all. It's in your best interest, Commander, to hear me out. I am doing everything with what little power I have to stop the rifts from destroying the galaxy. I am so close. With the right data and the prototype rift modulator hidden away in a Protectorate lab on Praetor, the Order could finally figure out how to control the rifts. But like the Protectorate before them, Auntie's choice must never have access to that technology. Fine, then I'm done talking. Let's see which one of us prevails.
Race has been terminated. Due to acts of betrayal, service honors may not be awarded posthumously.
we're planning on merging with perfection, we should probably run. Fast.
Failing. Escape window narrowing.
This is an urgent message for all Earth Directorate agents. The spatial rift situation has deteriorated significantly. The rifts threatening a majority of our colonies and our Earth Directorate bases, including this one, have entered their final stages. If you see a rift that looks like this, you are in grave danger. You have at most a matter of months before everything in your local system is destroyed. The seriousness of this situation cannot be overstated. Therefore, Directive Alpha Omega is hereby invoked. You are fully authorized to do everything in your power to find a way to close the rifts. Along with this message, the entirety of our rift data has been sent to your local surveillance satellite. Analyze this data. Law willing, you will find a way to unlock any secrets it has resisted yielding to us. The fate of humanity now depends on you.
Acknowledging receipt of emergency mission parameters update, including activation of Directive Alpha Omega. Commander is now released from any and all agent guidelines. The full parameters are as follows. The agent has full authority to handle the mission in any manner they see fit. No exceptions. The extreme nature of stated emergencies supersedes any other considerations. I have also detected competing priorities in the new mission objectives. The surveillance data from the satellite confirms DeVries's assertion of a prototype modulator on Praetor that may be used to manipulate rifts. Acquisition is required to be able to bypass any new or existing miniature ground-level rift anomalies you may encounter. You are also tasked with finding a way to process the Earth Directorate rift data. The archive computer on Cloister would be best suited to this purpose. Agents are permitted to cooperate with local governments and other political entities at their discretion, even under normal directives, which you are no longer bound by. Both Auntie's Choice and the Order have previously controlled the archive, and may be open to working with you to regain access. Seeking their assistance is recommended. Coincidentally, both delegates also escaped the station and have sent messages expressing gratitude. It seems they feel they owe you their lives and have asked to meet with you at their respective headquarters. Returning to mission objectives. Do you have a preference for which to pursue first, Commander? Acknowledged. Due to the rift's expansion, both Cloister and Praetor show a high preponderance of miniature rifts. Proceed with caution. It is worth noting that the Order of the Ascendant is headquartered on Cloister. You've also received a message from Auntie's Choice. This unit can relay its contents now, should you wish. The message has also been sent to your private terminal. Greetings, morally gray potential contractor. You've been pre-selected for membership in Auntie's Choice Esteemed and Valuable Disposable Agent Program. Report on board the ACS Undisputed Claim for details on this exciting opportunity. Signed, Auntie Cleo. It appears you now have permission to visit Auntie's Choice headquarters aboard its flagship, Commander. You may use the astrogator to navigate there at any time.
What is wrong with you? You benched me, even when you knew how important this mission was to me. DeVries is dead, so that's one thing you got right. But I should have been there. I should have been the one to pull the trigger. Not to me. I made it plain I wanted more than blood. I needed answers. No. But it might have helped me finally lay him to rest. No, you shouldn't have. I need some space for now. But I'll be ready for whatever comes next. Once I stop seeing red.
This is Auntie Cleo, offering a warm welcome to all visiting Auntie's Choice employees, affiliates in training, and ethically great